Just giving everybody an update on what I've been doing. It's been quite a while. I'm going to get a few hours every now and then to work on it, but pretty much have all the sheet metal on the sides, welded back in, the rockers, the front quarter, rear quarter on both sides. Still haven't replaced the headlight area on both sides, have to do that. One thing I have been working on is the floor pans. I have one on and I've cut the other side out, and I'll kind of go through what I did, how I do it. I know there's a right and a wrong way, and then I guess I have my way. So anyway, I'll set up and show you how I went about it. Alright, I put the pan back up, pan half, what I cut out. And typically what I do is I'll lean the pan on its side like this, and I basically just follow the bottom line on the outside tunnel with my cutter. Just cut all the way across. I do as much as I can. Okay, but as you can see, I do cut a section out of the rear portion here that sticks out too far for my cutter to get in here. But I just find that's the easiest way to do it, just to get it out of the way. I don't sit there and drill out all the spot welds. That's just a pain in the ass, at least for me. And then once the pan is off, then I can come back and basically I use my air hammer and I'll chisel. I don't know if you can see that. I'll just chisel the rest of that off. Basically all the spot welds, I'll just chisel that 1/2 inch piece of metal I have on the inside off. Grind it down, and I use my old pan, and basically I'll lay this over top of my new pan, scribe a line, and cut that to size, plus that 1/2 inch for this inside lip. And then when I get to that point, I'll show you. But like I say, for me, that's the easiest way to go about doing it. I got a nice hard guide. I just lay my cutting blade, my grinding wheel, my cutter right on this edge here underneath, and just run it right along there. It just gives me a nice straight line. Now typically what I am chiseling off that 1/2 inch bead that has all the spot welds on it, I'll typically have the pan laying down flat, but I think I get a better shot this way. You can see what I'm doing. I'll just show you a little bit, and then I'm going to lay it down. I think you can see how easy that was to chisel that off. So I'm just going to go around the whole perimeter that way. And like I say, for me it's easier than drilling out a couple hundred spot welds. I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, here's the other side I did a couple weeks ago. You can see all the spot welds put in. Plus I used some screws to pull it down tight. And then I had to weld them up. That's what some of those welds on the back side were from. Just filling in the hole from the sheet metal screws I used to pull it in tight so I get a good weld. And then on this side, the lighting in here kind of sucks, but you can see I've pretty much got that 1/2 inch, where's my finger? 1/2 inch lip pretty much fried up. You can see I got a piece there. I got to do that a little bit. And then I got to do that front portion there. Once I have all that off, I'll go back and grind that all flat, get rid of any leftover steel, and then I'll be ready to mock up the new floor pan. I'll be back. Okay, what I've done here is I basically took what I've cut out on the passenger side pan and basically clamped it to the new pan. That way I can basically scribe a line all the way down. This is where I'll kind of leave it there since I've cut the pan away and just cut that by hand. But anyway, this long edge here, basically I'll scribe that line and then offset it by 1/2 inch, and that's where I'll cut. That's what I did for the other side. It worked out perfect. Also, the new pans don't have the holes in them, so I'll basically scribe where my old holes are based off of the fit, and I'll cut those in. And I'll be back. Alright, here's my cut line. Like I said before, I scribed a line by laying the pan over top, and then I offset that yellow tape by 1/2 inch, and that's what I'm going to cut. The front edge and the back edge I will do by hand for fit, and I'll be back. Alright, as you can see, I fit everything. Fits pretty nice. These two holes I always leave the original pan, and I'll just have a nice bead going there, grind that. But now I'm just going to go ahead and use my punch and punch holes all the way around, about every 2 inches, 1.5 inches, something like that. I'll use some of them to screw through into the flange, pull it down tight, and I'll start welding.